Hello, Henry from Belgium here. Today, a video about LEGO set 6371 Shell Service Station from 1983. I have it complete with all parts, the manual, but especially with this beautiful box and inner box. I found it at an older couple's house when they were clearing out an attic. It has literally remained untouched in a cupboard for more than 20 years, and that is clearly visible. The condition of the box is exceptionally good. Loyal viewers already know that I attach great importance to that. If I want, I can find an old loose LEGO set every day, but the search for a complete set with a beautiful box and manual at a good price is much more difficult and challenging. I have already several sets in my collection from different fuel brands. But Shell is one of the most famous brands, certainly in the 70s and 80s. I also have the 377 in my collection, and this 6371 seems to me a nice upgrade. I also think this box is better in terms of artwork and design. With the 377, you may have doubts about which side is the front or the back. The box is full of images. I find it quite busy, and it does not appeal to me that much. This box, on the other hand, radiates peace with one nice photo at the front and then some suggestions for alternative constructions at the back. It is a town set with shops and services as sub-theme. It contains 261 parts with 3 minifigs included. Together with 6,374 holiday home and 6,384 police station, these were the 3 largest and most fun town sets that were launched in 1983. A total of 13 new town sets were produced that year, including this hamburger stand and this 6,692 tractor trailer. This one has valuable LEGO stickers, and I will definitely make a separate video about that in the future. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss that video. The manual, which is 40 years old, is also in good condition. Unfortunately pre-folded by LEGO to fit in the box, but that's how it was done back then. A nice and handy A4 format with clear steps on it, how to build the set. 4 pages full of instructions and printed on both sides. Many steps and subdivisions apparently, so that everything is clear, which I find positive. At the back, 6 photos of how you can build the set in a different way. Too bad they are the same photos as those that are also shown on the box. I see a lot of nice parts and a lot of variation. And the biggest reason why I wanted this set in my collection is because of the base plate. It's a road 32 by 32 and has white dashed lines and crosswalk pattern. This one is unique and can only be found in this set. Sellers ask up to €10 for good copies of this base plate. There are 3 minifigs in the set, and I hadn't this one before. It's a torso with the shell print. In the 377 set, stickers were still used. And after more than 40 years, they become loose and dirty, as you can see here. This print is a great improvement and still looks nice and white, not faded, and no cracks in the torso. This torso appears in 14 sets, and in combination with the black pants and white cap, this minifig only appears in this set, so quite valuable. The 2 other minifigs are not that rare, although you will only find the combination of this torso with white helmet and red pants in this set. A nice detail here is that the minifig has a space helmet with an extra chin strap. The helmet seems a bit dirty and a little bit discolored, but is still in a nice condition considering its age. There is no crack in the chin, which is the case in many of these second-hand helmets. So, a good amount of minifigs, each with its own function within the set, which is positive. I'm going to build the vehicles first. There are 3 in total. First, a classic car of which I built quite a few in the past. the well-known base from the early 80s with some basic bricks, the ready-made doors, steering wheel, windows, and a folding roof. But here it's nice that there is a chair provided. A black one, I don't see that very often. And two more very nice details that are definitely worth mentioning. At the front is a hinge with a tile so that you can play and pretend that the engine is being worked on. And even better, here on the side is a modified 1x1 brick with hole, pretending that it is the petrol tank. And you can put the petrol hose in it. So nice details and two great play features. I also like the color palette. Blue and black will fit well with the rest of the building. The second vehicle is a tow truck. Here also a number of basic bricks, a steering wheel, doors, a folding roof, and a window. The shell stickers are a nice detail that make it a personalized vehicle. And the nicest part of this truck is the slope brick with arm and hook. These are actually two separate parts that you have to click together. The combination of this part with a black hook only occurs in two other sets. I guess that you will know what my comment will be. Exactly, this model is just a bit too small to look like a sturdy tow truck. The only thing I can think of here is that the designers had to make budgetary choices, as always. They have undoubtedly also felt that this is not really credible, but they have done it because they had no other choice. The best proof that they can design a realistic one is Shell Tow Truck from 1981, which I already have in my collection. This one looks much better, and that is mainly due to the large wheels, but there are also slightly more bricks in it. I suspect they saved on bricks and budget on this truck to be able to add a third vehicle, and that is this one, the motorcycle. It's the precast model that was also first produced in 1983, so a big novelty at the time. The wheels have red caps and not the trans clear version. Normally, this should also include a windscreen, which is actually quite rare. Unfortunately, it is missing here, and I will have to order this on Bricklink. These are the parts that I have left to build the service station. And I have to conclude that the condition of the bricks is variable. Especially on the white bricks, I see some discoloration here and there. I suspect that the box and manual have been neatly stored separately, but that the set has been used as a display piece. I also see dust on certain parts, and I see traces of where the set was built on the base plate. That can all be restored and cleaned, but I wanted to show you how I find my items. Not everything is always in perfect condition, and things can be missing, but that also makes collecting fun when I have to do some minor restoration. I start building the shop, and at the same time, I also build a nice play feature. Next to the station, there is a platform with which you can hoist the car up. It is a combination of hinges and slope bricks. With few resources, the designers have provided a realistic design and fun play element. Thanks to the slope bricks, you can effectively drive the car onto the platform. When you pull this plate, the platform will go up. In this way, the minifig can then work on the car. Here, it would have been a good added value if there had been an antenna or some kind of switch with which you could supposedly pretend to activate the platform. And an extra slope brick with electronics would have been absolutely fantastic. The shop itself is also a realistic design, and could easily be a real Shell station from the 80s. It has the typical colors white, yellow, and red, finished with black windows and a door. The finish inside is minimal but efficient. A counter with a slope brick with a print of electronics on it, and behind, these round bricks that display articles. The sticker on the door is also a very nice detail. The petrol pumps are also realistically and detailed finished. They both have a slope brick with print and a cord with hose. This type of slope brick with this specific print was a novelty and was also first produced in 1983. And above this, there is an extra sticker with even more electronics, which makes it a very impressive fuel pump for 1983. So actually, this set has quite a lot to offer and should be in every collector's collection. Finally, there are still quite a few plates for the large roof. The red large plates are dusty, and I can actually clean them immediately with a brush. Furthermore, I see that I need many 6x1 plates, and especially these are ugly discolored. I replace these immediately with better copies that I have in my spare parts. To reinforce the roof, there are Lego Technic parts in the set, which was not visible on the box. That's a nice extra and handy if you want to make an alternative construction. Placing the roof on the hole is a bit of a challenge. You have to make sure that everything is built correctly on both sides, as in the manual. I see that I had placed some bricks incorrectly. Actually, it is easier to solve it this way. First, connect the Lego Technic parts to the two beams, and then place the roof on top. It's also important that the placement of the transparent round bricks is correct. The corners of the red plate rest on the studs of the bricks, so they are not pushed onto the outer yellow row. On top of the roof, there is a large sticker of shell that is stuck over two bricks. Although I prefer prints, the stickers are a nice added value. I even see that the original sticker sheet is still in the box. That is also a nice bonus for a collector. Despite having replaced different bricks, I still see some discoloration here and there, especially on the bricks that have stickers on them. I will restore all of this in the future, but I wanted to build the set for the first time today and show you the end result. What I find very positive is that the base plate is well filled on both sides. You really have the feeling that a lot is happening. There are even spare wheels, a wrench, a broom and a shovel. I find it a nice result, and I am happy that I discovered this set today. A unique base plate, together with many other parts that were a novelty in 1983, nice stickers, prints, and some cool play features. Only the tow truck seems less impressive to me, but everything else certainly makes up for it. It is a great set and a beautiful display piece for my customized town. Feel free to comment below this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.